Hi everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another scrapbooking process video. I'm showing you the alphas I'm using, which are these Mombi Sticks large alphas, and I covered them with Winkasella because they're very, very matte. I actually bought these for a Girl Scout event, not for scrapbooking. I'm showing you some of the things I'm using on this page. This is going to be the title page to my Walt Disney World album. So I was showing you each page is going to have washi tape, a wood veneer or cork, and each page is going to have enamel dots. The paper is called I Never Grow Up or I Never Grew Up. I don't remember which one it is. The only thing that is not by Simple Stories Say Cheese or Say Cheese 2 are those American Crafts thickers in rain boots. I want to put 2012 on there, and I was thinking about doing it either in rain boots or in that gold lettering from the Say Cheese 2. I just chose one little photo for the cover, and I'm going to back it with this layered pattern paper. That's the one really cool thing about the Say Cheese Simple Stories line, is because the papers are already layered, you get this great look without it being very complicated to do. Excuse me, it's early in the morning. I'm using my T-square to line up my letters because they're so bold. I felt it was important to get it correct, so I'm taping my T-square down with a piece of washi just to get it straight and keep it straight. So I'm lining them up, and I wanted them high enough that I could fit most of that red paper down, but I didn't want them too high because I want to put an element up at the top. So basically what I'm doing is I'm, making sure they're as even as I can. And I go to cut this off because I want to get the red underneath it, and I managed to cut the sticker. So I go and get the other D, and I'm much more careful with it this time. But I had to pause it while I put the Wink of Stella on because it did take some time to dry. And it actually wasn't even dry completely when I did this. I ended up putting a fingerprint, so I'm wiping the fingerprint off. So here is that layered paper with my photo, and I decided to cut the photo down a little bit because what I decided I want is I want to put a mat around it. So I have about 5 layouts for this Disney album done. I have about 15 more traditional scrapbooking layouts to make, and then other photos I'm just going to fill in using Project Life page protectors. So, I'm sorry, I totally lost my train of thought there watching myself put the paper down. Because what I was going to say is I ended up covering over that eye, but I'm not going to freak out over it. You know what the word is. So, I have about 5 or 6 layouts done for this album, but I'm doing a challenge class on a website, and it's all about actually scrapbooking your trips because I know I have several trips packed together and have yet to finish it. And in fact, I have a Disney trip I took in 2006 that I've never finished scrapbooking. I'm about halfway done with that one. Horrible, I know, but it happens, and one day I'll do it. You'll have to excuse, I'm the one in pink. You have to excuse my hair. I am 1 year out from cancer, so my hair at this point had barely grown back to where I was willing to wear it out in public. So through this album, I'll have some very interesting hairdos. I have naturally curly hair. I always have. It didn't come out curly after chemo. So, um, it was very interesting to have short hair as a very curly haired person. I hadn't had short hair probably since I was 12. So I went and grabbed a scrap. I don't know what the name of this paper is because it was a scrap I had from another layout. And then I grabbed my foam tape to pop it up, and I just put it right there. Now, that little lined part, I'm going to put the dates of the trip, but I do not remember if we left on February 9th or February 10th, so I need to look that up. I grabbed those 2 tags from the die cut packages. Now, I took both the Say Cheese and Say Cheese 2 and just put them together with the die cut packets. And then, sorry, I put down that washi and then that die cut that says love this or I love this, and then that star banner. What I'm actually looking for is a 3rd tag to go with those 2 tags off the left. And I'm going to look through my pack again. And I do see that 1 tag, but it's slightly too big, and also I really like it, so I don't kind of want to waste it here. So instead I look for another die cut that I think will work well with that. And I pull out one that says Say Cheese, one that's just a chevron arrow, and then another round one. Oh, that's a teacup, and I was going to see if I could, change it into a tag, but I didn't feel like going through all the work. So that other 3rd one is that round one that says Mouse and Company. And I'm trying to figure out which one. I'm having a hard time. So I go through the tiny bits from the die cuts, and I decide to put a heart, a star, and a heart and a star on each of the letters. And I'm going to take out my... I'm going to decide finally what tickets to do. I want to ink those up like I inked up the red piece of paper. And I'm going to get out my Thermoweb sticky dots to put down those tiny die cuts. And I put them slightly off kilter on the letters so that it's not so, look, I'm a die cut on a letter. So I liked it better like that than when I originally placed it. So I'm going to go ahead and place those tags and make a final decision on which one I want, and I finally decide on the chevron arrow. And I'm going to place it, and then after I place it, I'm going to remember I'd wanted to put some washi down underneath it. I also have these 2 wood veneer, and these are from Queen & Company. It's the only other thing that is not Say Cheese, besides the alpha, are these 2 wood veneers. I'm going to place the other wood veneer underneath the photo. But as I said, I'm going to grab the washi tape and tuck that underneath the chevron arrow. As I said, it's very early in the morning, so I probably should have waited to do this, but I wanted to get it up. I'm like, what am I doing now? Okay. Sorry. I really love this. I never grew up. I don't remember what it was. Paper by Say Cheese 2. It has that magic in the gold foil, and some of the stars are in gold foil. But it's nice because it's not so much gold foil that you can't have it match the other first line of Say Cheese. So I go to grab that gold numbers, but I realize there's only 1 of each number. So since this was 2012, I can't do anything about it. And I then go to use this rain boots, and I forget that it has to be angled, otherwise the numbers don't look right. So I'm pretty happy with it the way it is right now, and I think the only thing I'm going to add are the enamel dots. Yes. Okay, so I grab the enamel dots, and I add 2 small ones to those tags. And then I'm going to add 3 red ones to the upper left-hand corner, 3 blue ones, and I go through a lot of blue because because it's super popular, the teals and the aquas are what I have more, and this is more of a light blue, so these don't actually go perfectly, but they were the closest I had, that go over by the tags, and then 3 yellow down by the castle. And then I'm going to show you some close-ups, and you can really see the sparkle when I do that. And I'm like right there is where I'm going to put the dates. So thanks so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you give me a thumbs up, that would be great. It's so nice to know when people enjoy what you're doing. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.